Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's Claritysoft webinar. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019. I'm Susan Arnold, Implementation Specialist here at Claritysoft, and our topic this week is on Claritysoft Mobile. When you purchase your Claritysoft license, you get access to 3 different versions of Claritysoft. The main version that you will use, which is our web-based version, is Claritysoft Live, that you will run on a desktop or laptop. The second version that you can access is our Claritysoft Mobile that you can run on a smartphone. And then actually you also can view Claritysoft Live on a tablet. It will resize itself for a tablet. And then our third version is the Claritysoft Offline, which is our original installed version. So you may use any or all of these versions of Claritysoft depending on where you are and what you're doing. So today we're going to focus on the mobile version in case you haven't started using it yet. First of all, I wanted to mention that we have an app for the mobile version, one for your iPhone or one for your Android type phone. And for your iPhone, you need to go to the Apple Store and search for Claritysoft until you find the app, and then you can download and install it on your phone. It will create an icon on your phone that you will tap to start the app, and then it will have a screen that says login, and then you'll click on that and go to the login screen for Claritysoft. And the same is true for the Android version. You go to the Google Store, download, search for Claritysoft, download, and then do the same thing. So when you get to the login, it resizes everything for the mobile version, resizes itself for the phone so that you're not having to scroll around the window. It's all resized for the phone, laid out for the phone to make it very easy to use. So we'll do logging in and then navigating in the program, how to navigate from module to module, and then looking at the different options at the top of the screen for searching, for adding new items to the database, updating records, and adding new records. And then you also can send emails directly from your phone. You could send a text to someone if you have their cell phone number, make calls, and then also pull up the company on a map. So we'll take a quick look at all of that. Now what I have done here, I'm not actually on my phone. I have forced my browser to view what looks like the phone. So some of the things will look a little bit different. If you have your smartphone in front of you, you could possibly be following along while we do today's session. So when you open the app and click on the login, then it will bring you to this login screen. And so you will enter your credentials for your database. It has the Remember Me here, as it does on Claritysoft Live, and then you simply click on Sign In or tap Sign In. And when you come into the program, you will see your navigation panel, your main navigation panel. So you can see that you have all of the modules here, and then you have the ability to log out. You also have a settings, which basically takes you to where you can set your time zone and your language. And then Get Help will take us to, or take you to, our knowledge base that we have online. So that's also available on the phone. To go to a module, you simply tap it, and it will take you to the accounts module in this case, and you can see here that we have a list of accounts. And you can see it goes down so far, and then it will tell you how many total records you have. I have 205, and I'm on page 1. So this is very similar to Claritysoft Live because you click next to go to the next page if you want to do that, and then you'll click previous to go back to the previous page. So it works the same way as Claritysoft Live. For the most part, you're probably going to search your account using the quick search so you can pull up a specific account to look at. Up here, you will see the name of the module. The button here will take you to the previous screen. So if I click this button to go back one step, it takes me to my previous screen. So that is what that button is for. It just moves you to the screen that you were at one step ahead. This button here, the Claritysoft logo, gives you a list of all of the modules so that you can quickly jump to contacts if you want to, or you can go to opportunities or activities without having to navigate back to that main screen. You can quickly jump here. So this is really like your navigation panel. You just go here and click on the module you want. If I want to go to contacts, I click on it and I'm now in contacts. If I want to come back, I come back this way rather than using this backup button, because then you have too many backup steps to do. This is your quick search box where you can type part of the name of a company in here and press the enter key on the keyboard. Now, my keyboard is not popping up down here on the screen because I'm not on my phone, but once you type in part of it, you would click the little enter key on your keyboard to do the actual search. It does not do it automatically like it does in Claritysoft Live. So that's one little difference. But you can see here, it's finding all of the company names that have AMER in them. And when I want to clear that, I click the X to clear that search. This is your advanced search and filter, so that you can go to the advanced search and put in one or more criteria to search on, and the same thing with the filter. I'll do that in a minute. And then this button, the plus button, is to add a new record. So I can click the plus button, I could add a new account, I could add a new contact, so on and so forth. I can add a new activity or log an activity or add a new meeting. So the plus sign is your universal symbol for adding a new record. So you can click on that to add any type of record that you wish to add. So all of the modules are the same. Notice the same buttons here. When I get to opportunities, one little difference is this will show you a list of all your opportunities that you have, but there's one additional filter up here in the center at the top, which plays into the same filters that are in the opportunities module in Claritysoft Live. You can see your active opportunities, you can see all your opportunities, and so you can set that filter if you want to see all the ones you've won. So that's an additional filter that's in opportunities. It is also in quotations and sales and leads. So you have that additional filter at the top. Now this button, I believe, will default to whatever you have set in your Claritysoft Live settings and opportunities. So everything else is the same here. So if you go to leads, in leads, we have new leads by default, but then you can change to working, converted, or closed. So just one more filter up there right under the module name so that you can choose the proper list that you want. Okay, so other than that, everything else is the same from module to module. And you can see it's very easy to switch back and forth. Okay, so searching in here, we did a quick search. If I wanted to do a filter or an advanced search, I can go to advanced search and I will get the fields showing here so that I can choose what criteria I want to add. So let's say I want to find all of my active customers that are in a particular territory. So I'm going to scroll down here, and I have territory field. And let's say I want everybody who's in the Midwest. And then I have a status field here, and I want everyone who is an active customer. So these are custom fields that you may or may not have in your database. And so I fill those in. Oops. Well, there. Click search. And now I should have everyone who is an active customer that is in the Midwest territory. Now, one of the things here, because you can't see columns of data in the phone just because of the size, screen size, you can't really see for sure that you got all the right records, but you can assume that you got all the right records. So if we open this, we should see that they are in the Midwest territory, and they're an active customer. So you can see it in there. But you can do basically the same kinds of searches that you can do in Claritysoft Live. All right. And then you could go on to do whatever you want. Now here, I've opened this, and probably the easiest way to get back to where I was to my list is simply now to click that back button, which will take me back. And at the bottom, it is just like every other search, it tells you how many records you found. So I found 29 people who are in the Midwest territory that are active customers. When I'm done with the search and I want to clear it, I click the List All button. It will then take me back to my complete list of records. The filter allows you to do multi-levels of searching. And for example, let's say I want to find all of my companies, accounts that are in either Ohio or Michigan. So here, I want to, first of all, choose the state. Then you choose the filter, and these are your comparisons. Now I'm going to choose contains. I could do equals, but if I type in OH and someone has put in OHIO in the state field, it would not find that. So contains makes it a little looser, and then I'm going to type OH. Okay. If I want to add another level, I click here. And then you get to choose, well, what kind of comparison is going to be, an and or an or. Well, in this case, it has to be an or because they can't be in two states at once. So it's either going to be Ohio or Michigan. So I'm going to choose state again for my field. Where is it? I went zinging past. And again, I will do contains. And put MI. Now, I could end up possibly with Minnesota here if someone types out the full name of Minnesota, but if they put the two-letter abbreviation, which is MN, we shouldn't have any problem. So we should be okay. And then I click search, and I have 13 records that are either in Ohio or Michigan. So if I open one of these, I should see. So these kinds of searches just speak to the fact that your team needs to either always put in a two-letter abbreviation for the state so your searches are accurate, or if you guys want to spell them out, you want to spell them out, but you need to be consistent throughout the database to make it easier. Okay, so when you're in an account record, you get the company name, the phone number, all of this basic information up here. Notice this is their address, and then this is their shipping address. If there is a different shipping address, you would see a different address here. The more info shows the details of the record. Now, what I want you to notice is under here, we see the territory, we see the industry type, we see the status, but we're not seeing some of the other custom fields that are actually in this account record. The reason is, if a custom field that's in the database is empty, it will not display under the more info. And the purpose of that, or the reason for it, is just for data speed on your phone. And it also tends to clutter up the screen if you don't have the data there. So if you're looking at a record and you don't see a custom field listed under the more info that you know is in that account record, then that means that field is empty and you need to edit it and fill it in. So that's what you want to do. So if we click on the edit button now, we will see all of the fields. So we can see there's a business sector field that we weren't seeing. There's an industry 1 field we were not seeing. Okay, here's the territory. Here's a product interest field that we were not seeing. So if I fill this in and choose these 2 products, let's say, and then I go up and click update. Ooh, why did I end up out there? That was odd. Now the question is, what company was I looking at? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why it did that to me. Do our filter again. Okay, we'll just search for Ohio, see what we get. Okay. So if I open this one, I know this isn't where we were, but it's the same thing. If I go to more info and I don't see that product info there, or product, I can edit the record and go down. Let's just see product interest. Do product 1, scroll up and update and see what happens to me. Oh, it worked that time. Okay, so now when I go to more info, I see the product interest field. So I just want everyone to understand that, so that if you're looking here and you're not seeing what you think you should see, it's because there is no data in those custom fields. Contacts, you can see your contacts for this record. Okay, you can see your opportunities. A lot of these don't have them. So I'm going to go look up another one. But it's very, let's list all. Easy to do the searching, just like you do the searching in Claritysoft Live. The only things you don't have in the searching is you don't have the time filter available to you. So that's a little bit of a drawback, but that may come in the future. Okay, so I've looked up Ambrosia here, and I know this record has information on it. So we have our basic information, we have our more info, which we can see. Again, it's missing the product interest. So I could go into edit and add that. And then I can collapse this back up. But here I have a contact person. So these are like the tabs in Claritysoft Live, and instead of being horizontal, they're vertical. So you just simply click on them to expand, and then you will see all of the records associated with this one particular account. And then you can go to the record if you want to, the same as in Claritysoft Live. So it's very quick and easy. All right, so, and then here, this button here, once you're in an account record, this is a mapping button that when you click it will take you to Google Maps and show you the location. This we already know, edits. This allows you to add a new contact person, opportunity, so on and so forth, activity. And then this is your list actions where you can edit the record, which is the same as this, or you can delete it. Now, just don't delete, because if you delete an account, you delete everything associated with it. So, but each record when you go into it will have that. Also notice here, you can call the person, you can go to their web page, and then you can go to maps for either the office address or the ship to address if you're looking for that location. So all of this is available in all of the modules. If I go to opportunities, want to check that up there, but I'll see all of my opportunities. Now, something I discovered is I'm finding Ambrosia Boutique. And I actually have 3 accounts in here, Ambrosia Boutique by itself, Ambrosia Boutique for South Park Mall, and a third one at another mall. But notice in here, it is not showing you what is in the site field for those accounts. But there are different contacts for those. So the one that I'm actually looking for is the one where Joni is the contact. So the other way that I can find this correctly is to type Joni in, and then it will look for the contact. So I just realized that earlier when I was playing around with this, that it doesn't show the site field. However, when I actually open the record, it does show it, see? So just again, that might be something if your folks have had some problems with that, if you are using the site field in some instances and they're searching, just mention to them that in the opportunities, it doesn't show it in the searching in the list, that you have to look at the contact perhaps to get down to the right records. So anyway, just a little thing there. So when you're in your opportunity record, it's arranged very much the same way, where you have the name of the opportunity, you have the person, here's the account name, which is the full name, and then this is from the description field if you've used it, and then this is the total amount of the opportunity. Your more info will work exactly the same way, where you will only see the data for those fields that are filled in and not for the ones that aren't. But you can collapse it, expand it. Here you have products and services. So this is if you've put products and services into your database, you can add them here by clicking the new button. And then you click on select group. And if you have divided your products into groups or folders in the product item list, then you pick the group. I'm doing coffees today. And then you can add your products. I don't remember what else I've had in here. And click apply. So then you can add them, and then you can change your total. and it will update it, tell you the total down here, and then all you have to do is click save, and then the total value of your opportunity will update to the new number, okay? So that's nice to be able to add your products and services here. And then your activities, you can add activities in an opportunity. And I have one here that I'm supposed to call Joni tomorrow to confirm an order. So I have that one pending. Pending activities are in red. Ones that are completed are in green. They will all be under the same list. And then any attachments. So this is similar. It'll tell you if you don't have anything. So I have done that. If I need to edit the record for some reason, like I need to move the sales stage along, then I can click on the edit button and go to my sales stage and move it to wherever where I'm going. Okay. So maybe I've won this today. And then I'd fill in anything else that needs to be filled in, click update. And once I've updated this, I can convert it right here to a sale, or I could convert it to a quote. If I was still in quote stage, I probably should go back and not win this just yet. I want to send a quote. So we'll go backwards one step. So once I've saved that, updated it, I can click convert right here. It is also under this button. You have convert. So either way you click on it, you can do it. Convert it. I can convert it to a quote or a sale. And then tells me it's successful. And where the mobile version is a little bit different is it does take you directly to the quote. In live, you have to go to the quote module and find the quote, whereas here it takes you directly to the quote that it has created, and you will see that all your data has come across, the total is there, and all your products and services are here. So it's all ready for you. If you need to add a tax rate, you can click in there and add a tax rate, and then it will calculate it. So anything that you need to do, you can add to the products and services tab. And then the other thing that's really nice, if you're out and about and sitting in somebody's office and you want to send them the quote, you can come up here and right here, send quote. And then it puts in all the information. You pick the template. And now this one won't go for me from here because I'm not actually on my phone. But you pick your quote template and then it will give you the option to send it, and you can send it directly to the person. Either while you're sitting there talking with the person, or if you're sitting in your car or somewhere and you want to send the quote, you can create it and send it while you're out and about. Very nice feature functionality to be able to do right from your phone. And then down here it says email. So, or you can download the PDF. So you can either download the PDF and save it so you can send it later, or you can email it directly from here. Okay. And it works really nicely. So that's there. And then once the quote is accepted, if you do this, you can then convert it to a sale. So once your status becomes accepted, where is my status? There it is right there. So I could edit it and change the status to accepted, and then I could convert the quote to a sale record following the same steps. Update. And then I could convert it if I wanted to convert it to a sale. And it will take me to a sale. Convert. Uh-oh, had an error, so I don't know why. Okay, so that's there. So it's basically, just follow the same pattern that you do in Claritysoft Live. If I want to go back to my account record, I can. I can probably here click the back button. That should take me to the previous screen, which would be my, oh, go back. So you can keep going back if you want until you get back to where you want to be, or you can go directly there. So that's how you use that. If you want to add an activity, or let's say, let me go to activities module. So in activities, by default, it will show you what you have scheduled for today. And I had a meeting with Joni scheduled for today. So let's say I did that meeting. So I just go here, open the activity, and then I would edit it to update it. And go to my notes down here and met with Joni. I'll just say gave her quote. And then I can save it. So I can update that. And then what I want to do with this, because it's finished, is I want to click here and I should be able to mark this complete. So where do I do that? So I want to mark this as being completed. Where is it complete? I don't see completed here. Is it at the bottom? Okay. I've lost where you complete it. Probably doing something. But we should be able to mark it completed, and then it will go to our completed list. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Okay. It'll pop up. Anyway, so you can do your activities. You could add a new activity if you wanted to. New would be a new one for the future. Log would be log something you've done. So the process is all the same. Everything's in here. And I think, once you get going with this, it's very nice to use. I do know of several companies that I've worked with where their people on Monday leave the office with either a tablet in hand or their smartphone. And they travel all week, and that's how they update their Claritysoft. They do not carry a computer with them. They use the smartphone or their tablet to enter all their activities and put everything in and update their Claritysoft database. And it's working for them. They've been doing it for well over a year, and that's the way they use it. So they mostly use the mobile or tablet view of Claritysoft. So that is all I had for today. And so if there are any questions, pop them into the window for questions, and I will do my best to answer them. If not, we can sign off for the day. And first of all, thanks for attending. We're always happy to have everybody every week. And if you need any help with anything, then you can call our tech support team at 888-838-7487, extension 2, or email them at support@claritysoft.com. The team is available between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Eastern Time for phone, and then email support will be 24 hours a day. And then if you have any ideas for new topics, please email us at info@claritysoft.com. So we're always looking for new ideas. If you have some things, just short topics that you'd like to hear about, have us do a short webinar on, let us know and we'll be happy to incorporate that. So with that, I will say thank you very much and have a good rest of the afternoon.